Hey guys, this is the first of a couple different little explainer videos I'll do about Kendall Walton's essay Fearing Fictions. So I'll just talk about the first couple parts of the essay in this one. So Walton is looking at what he calls, or what other people have called, the paradox of fiction in this essay. So what the paradox is this weird phenomenon where we seem to react emotionally to fictions, pretend things like movies, novels, plays, even paintings, even when we know that what's going on in these fictions is, well, fictional. It's not real. So, for example, you might feel afraid when you see the creepy clown from It when you're watching it in the movie theater, even though you know you have absolutely nothing to fear from the clown because, after all, the clown does not exist. And so Walton's just kind of posing this general question, what's up with that? Like, what's going on? Now, first, just to get real clear on what exactly the phenomenon is that he's pointing out, is he's saying, look, these are all cases in which we're, emotionally responding to things that we know are not real. So, for example, we cry when Charlotte the spider dies in Charlotte's Web, or you might be happy when Harry Potter frees Dobby the elf, or you might be really angry when the Wicked Witch captures Dorothy, even though you know full well that none of this stuff is real. It's not actually happening. Charlotte, Dobby, and the Wicked Witch just don't even exist. Now, of course, there are lots of times when you feel emotions about things that don't exist. So some people are really afraid of ghosts because they think that a ghost really is haunting their house and they're afraid of it. Or you can imagine a situation in which you see like a fake news report that your favorite actor died, and so you get sad about that, even though it turns out, well, it was a fake news report. So the actor didn't die. You're responding emotionally to something that just didn't actually happen. But those aren't the kind of issues that Walton is concerned about. He's concerned about issues where you're responding to something that doesn't exist and you know damn well that it doesn't exist, right? Like, not only are you afraid of the clown in It when you watch that film, you're afraid of it even though you know damn well it just doesn't exist. So now the question is, well, why? And are you really afraid of it? Because it seems pretty weird to be afraid of something that you know can't hurt you at all. It seems really weird to cry about the death of something that you know didn't exist in the first place, so it can't really die. So, what Walton first does is proposes a couple different possible answers. He says, nah, these aren't adequate explanations. So, one answer that he suggests is to say, well, maybe what you do when you're fearing that clown is you just kind of half believe that that clown, It, is going to kill you. Kind of like, when you hear a noise out the window, you might kind of like half believe that maybe it's a robber. You kind of suspect it. But Walton says, no, that can't be it. Because, when you react to something suspiciously, like the sound out the window, yeah, your reactions are really different than when you are really actually afraid that something's about to kill you, which is how people seem to react when they see that clown from It. So it seems like they're acting as though they really do think that It is going to kill them, not just that they kind of half believe or suspect that it might kill them. Well, another possible answer you might say is, well, okay, so you actually do believe that that clown from It is going to kill you. It's just a gut belief, though. It's not really an intellectual belief. It's just something that you feel in your gut. Like, someone who's got a phobia, who's really afraid of flying, even though they know they've looked at the statistics, they realize that flying is a lot more safe than driving a car. They still feel uncomfortable when they fly. They still really try not to fly. They get off the plane if they could. And here Walton says, well, yeah, but notice their behavior is a lot different than the behavior of people who are reading books or watching movies. They kind of act scared maybe or sad, but they don't try and flee the movie theater just because they're afraid that the cloud is